The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough, but that's what makes a good player. Kevin, your eyes told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Crowder in at the three spot. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Morant passes to Brooks. Here's Clark. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G.A., I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
No good on the free throw. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, Ja Morant and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, 2 of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Stolen by Westbrook. All alone, and Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. For Houston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
And here's Morant. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Outside Westbrook. There's the triple. Another miss by Westbrook. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Morant dishes to Clark. Good work defensively by Capella. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Westbrook's got 6.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded, and Capella sends it back.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Westbrook missing again. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant kicks to Crowder. Brooks with it. Last time, 14 points for him. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Valanciunas. Rockets leading by 6.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority. It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Here's Morant. Softly drops in the floater.
Kicking, moving, looking for his spots. Morant slithering around the court with the ball on the string.
And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Now here's Morant. After Clint Capella's miss, Clark finds Crowder. Here's Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Now here's Westbrook, coming off a solid outing against Miami.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
It's stolen by Capella. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Capella. The Grizzlies with another miss.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-point game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and that's got to be annoying to them. I mean, work hard to get to the line, but fail to capitalize.
They get it back.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Green kicks to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Lets a floater go. And that one's good. Morant.
And that was all Morant. Aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
Here's Westbrook. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Morant. Passes it to Valanciunas. And it goes down 2 points. Valanciunas has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
It's Harden with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Crowder. And Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And he's good on the 3-ball.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse friends.
This time isn't going to last long.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated, seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's House in at the power forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
The Grizzlies are going back to the grit and grind style of last season, the slowest pace in the league. They wanted to make the game ugly and uncomfortable for opposing teams.
Now here is Sefolosha. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Knocked away. Capella against Valanciunas.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
There's the pass to Caboclo. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella. Last season, he played outstanding. Second in field goal percentage, 5th in rebounding, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Memphis called for the foul. And Chris, the Grizzlies taking the pace out of the game. Taking teams in the, quote, mud, as they put it.
Yeah, Kevin, their style was built on hard-nosed, disruptive defense. I mean, last season, dead last in scoring. To win, they had to make it a rock fight.
That free throw, no good.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
The Rockets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Here's Anderson, and that comes off the assist by Joe. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport. Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
And that first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets him to the rim.
And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul. Memphis moving it around. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. You know what, Chris? Speed at any position is so vital. Who are the fastest big guys in the game right now that you admire and just can't believe how they go baseline to baseline?
The first one that comes to mind is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's a Greek freak, but he's a freak of nature in basketball. His speed, his length, his athletic ability. You love seeing him. And I say a close second, Anthony Davis. And don't forget about Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, a lot of guys that love running the floor and put that pressure on the defense every time by getting out.
And the free throw, no good.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division, but only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Now here is Cephalosha. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Pass to Jones. Covered by Cephalosha. 6 to shoot. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Chandler. No good from Valanciunas. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the miss by Austin Rivers. Now Cephalosha. Pass to Rivers. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Caboclo. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Rivers kicks to Cephalosha. High arcing shot, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Rockets lead by 3.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
.158 left in the first half. Chandler against Valanciunas. Over Chandler. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
Oh, how about Valanciunas from there? He likes mixing in the shot whenever he can.
Rivers passes to House. Back to Rivers. And the pass to Chandler. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Valanciunas. Takes it from 10. The shot will not fall. And the Rockets take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up.
Now here's Gordon. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
Well, you really do have to D up Gordon from deep. I mean, he doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Jones in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. Anderson against Cephalosha. Yep, it counts. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
With the long frame and adequate strength. I mean, Anderson, he one-ups the defender on that shot.
Here's Rivers, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Rivers against Jones. Passes it to Valanciunas. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He's got 10.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebound. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Houston was looking great right away. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together. And that does it for our half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
Brooks the 2 with Crowder the 3. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Clark, and it's Morant in at the point. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Well, he's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Brooks misses.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Harden. And it's a 5-point Houston lead. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. The quick look, no good that time.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Here's Morant, trailing by 5. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Now here's Morant, headed by Green. The Grizzlies with another miss.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out. And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Westbrook. Valanciunas. They can't stop the run with that one.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Clark. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Valanciunas. They grabbed their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Misses off the right eye. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Over to the left wing. Valanciunas inside. Capella's there. Shot by Crowder, no good. Houston leading by 7. Harden outside. Yes, that goes in.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
The Grizzlies have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8.
Well, and Kevin, the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
Here's Valanciunas, and Capella sends it back. Green in the post, defended by Crowder. Now here's Harden. 10 points for him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Gordon's checked in for Green. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Off target at the rim. Shoots from the elbow. The putback. It's good on the putback.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Morant kicks to Crowder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Eric Gordon. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Free throw good, Crowder. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
And here's Morant following Russell Westbrook's three. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Harden outside, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now the pass to Morant. Pass to Melton. Launches it. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Morant passes to Caboclo. Oh, good on the triple. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
The Rockets shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now here's Westbrook after Clint Capella's miss. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Westbrook. And here's Morant. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Houston Rockets, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game, brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Gordon in at the three. Just 5 on the clock. The three. Houston now working with the new shot clock. And the dunk by Capella.
Now it comes as no surprise that Capella makes that kind of tough finish. He's got a lot of strength and a lot of determination.
Morant passes to Caboclo. He kicks it to Crowder. Passes to Melton. Over Harden. And too long on the shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Harden. Harden's got his third assist on the night. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Morant missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Memphis. Shot by Crowder, no good. Rockets leading by 21. Outside Westbrook. Harden outside. Capella, the pass to Tucker. Dishes it to Westbrook. But they'll get another chance. And the dunk by Capella.
Timeout. And this is where Capella excels. Close to the rim, uses his size well to dunk it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely, and the basket is good. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Yo, set it up.
Morant with it. Brooks outside. From down in the low post, it goes. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Westbrook passes to Harden. Now Capella. Brooks covering. Tucker dishes to Westbrook. Inside, Capella. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. That's a smooth move. The turnaround jumper, is one you've got to appreciate.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Cans it from downtown.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Westbrook. Now Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Over Green. A shot by Crowder, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And so here's Memphis. Here's Morant. Clock at 6. Pass to Clark.
That's great work on D. At that end of the floor, Tucker never stops working.
No good from Clark. Harden right side. Count it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
On the wing, Green. Defended by Crowder. Valanciunas against Capella. Missed it for the 8th time in 15 tries from the floor. Brooks against Harden. Brooks dishes to Morant. Westbrook with the nice D there. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's the floater. Nice D from Brooks.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right.